Hello everyone, today in this video I will be talking about 7 things which you need to keep in mind when you are conducting interviews as an employer. So let's get started. So number 1 is, please keep in mind that you are not really making the interview into just a question and answer session, because you need to give enough opportunities to the candidate to open up to his best potential. So make sure that the interview is really a discussion and not just a question and answer session. Try and give enough opportunities by asking open-ended questions to the candidate so that he can explain more and more about his experience. Number 2, second thing that you need to keep in mind is, prepare a list of attributes that you would essentially look for in the candidate. You can take the reference from people who have really succeeded in that role in the past, and why have they succeeded in that particular role, and try and look for those attributes while assessing the candidate. Number 3, once you have identified a particular candidate suitable for a role, involve only a few other people in the process of decision making. Why? Because if too many people are involved, the decision making can take bias and become ineffective. So ideally, the people involved in decision making, apart from you as a business owner or a director, would be the direct reporting manager and the HR person, and that's it. Number 4 is, when you are talking to the candidate, assess the potential of a person not just for the current role but also from the future point of view. So think from a point of view that this person gets promoted in a couple of years. How would that person perform 2 years from now? You may not be able to predict the future, neither can that person, but you would definitely want a person who is thinking about the future constantly. Next is, ask for real solution. So when you are assessing the candidate, don't just give hypothetical situations, but ask for real solutions. So you may just give them a situation or a challenge which is currently faced by your team or by the organization, and depending on what role that person is interviewing for, ask that candidate to walk you through how they would go about resolving the problem. Following this process would give you a fair idea of how the person's approach is towards problem solving. Is that person a team player? What soft skills does he have? Are they suitable for the role? What technical skills does he possess? A lot of things can be answered related to the potential of the candidate once you give him a real problem to solve. Next is, consider cultural fit. However, do not really obsess over it. Look for signs which can tell you whether that person would be able to adapt to your work culture or no. For example, if your work environment requires a person to be too meticulous in his or her role, you need to be able to understand whether that person would be able to do that job as meticulously as required or no. People can adapt, can adjust. So essentially you need to look for a quality of adapting to change, and then eventually that person would be able to fit in your organization. And last but not the least, once you have identified a suitable candidate for the role, you need to sell that job. How you can go about doing that is, you can tell that person how he or she can really contribute to the organization if they select or if they come on board, and how they can contribute significantly with their skill sets. Second is, you can also go to an extent of asking them if they would like to meet a particular team member of theirs. This way they can really see live as to how things are done and can directly hear from horse's mouth about the company's culture, about opportunities, and so on and so forth. So if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in comments box. And for more videos, stay tuned. Bye.